Guys, so today what we're going to be talking about is how to gain clarity in what we really want to do. Because I know sometimes we sit there and we've gotten all this stuff done, or maybe there's some stuff that we need to get done that's like way out in the future and we don't need to think about it at the moment, and we just want to live our life. And we're just sitting here and we're thinking about, okay, what's something I want to do? And you sit there and nothing comes to mind. Nothing comes to mind. Well, that might be a problem, right? Because we're sitting there, we like want to do something we want to do, but we might not know what that is at the moment. And so, well, what would be the first step? If we don't know something, we go out and we explore and try to find the answer, right? So exploring means that we're going out and getting outside of our personal sphere and going into the unknown, right? Or trying to find it, right? Trying to find it. Well, it's out there. It implies that it's out there. It's just that we need to gain knowledge of it. So what's some ways that we can do that? Well, first of all, what we could do is that we can use our mind and our imagination to kind of guide and allow our impulses to guide us to something that we want to do. Because if we take our impulses, right, we're like, okay, they're probably going to keep us away from things that are bad, or we can just make that assumption because, it's not very serious what we're dealing with at the moment if we're just trying to like have a good time or whatever. And probably they'll lead us towards something that's good, right? That's we can trust our impulses to at least be in that ballpark with the you know subconscious processes that we have. Okay, so if we know that they'll probably generally do that, we can trust it. Okay, so what do? Well, we create a mental image of ourselves, like imagination, just like when we were kids on the playground at elementary school. We project ourselves out about 2 to 3 seconds into the future, and then we follow that projection to find something that we like, right? We follow it until we find something that we like. Now, this isn't serious, this isn't super logic based. Imagine if you had to use a logical argument for everything. Oh my God. It'd make life so terrible. Because imagine you're justifying all your decisions to some third party, some logic and reason police. You don't need logic and reason for everything. Okay? And you don't need to justify your impulses to anybody else. Okay, so if we're just trying to find what we want to do, find what we like, find what we appreciate, we just follow this projection 2 to 3 seconds into the future until we find something that we appreciate. And guess what? Then it will happen that that projection will start messing or doing something in relation to that object or that principle. And guess what? We just found what we're going to be doing. We just found what would be nice to do at this moment. So we went from not knowing to getting outside of our just mental stuff that we're dealing with, that we have no preferences on what we're going to be doing or whatever, and we've used our mind to guide us, or, basically used our visualization techniques to let our subconscious guide us to something that was pleasing to us, that we wanted to do, or an aspect of something that we knew we had to do, but like we really didn't want to until we found a specific aspect that we liked that we could do, right? And we're just allowing our subconscious to just bring us those things or guide us, following the imagination, finding us to something that's pleasing. And then once we know, we don't have to do that anymore. And then we can just work on the things that really matter to us, that make our life better, right? You don't have to do everything. It doesn't have to all be work. It doesn't have to all be play. It doesn't have to be anything. It doesn't have to be anything, right? But if you want to have a great time and know what you enjoy, know what that is, exploring is how you find it. And exploring is particularly not linear, right? So you can check out my video on nonlinear thinking or nonlinear rationality, and you can find specific aspects or methods on how to find what we like, how to find our preferences, and then find aspects within them that we can do at this moment or whenever that would be incredibly pleasing to us, that would make our life better, that we'd be doing something that we love and we cherish from not knowing to actually knowing and then doing it, and it's like spur of the moment inspiration, and it's fun. And this is just one technique that you can use. You can find multiple techniques, right? But this is just one, gaining clarity when we have no idea what we want to do. Nothing needs to be done, and we don't really have any specific ideas of what we want to do at the moment, so we just go out there, use our mind as a tool, and we go out there and we explore. Have a great time, have a ball, and that's what's important. So I hope you like this video. I hope you like this technique. I'll probably come up with some other ones or some different recordings as usual, but I hope if you use it, tell me what happened. If you found something that was really cool that you didn't know before, well, mission accomplished. So I'd love to hear it down in the comments below. Have a great day.